My father worked in a factory, and the sheet steel came from BHP, from a rolling mill near the Hunter's Mouth, or a Kembla furnace further south. The steel was all of the finest grade, and every inch was Australian made. Copper and bronze he shaped and wrought. The skills he possessed could not be bought. To his trade and his union he was true. That was the life my father knew, and when his faults in heaven the angels weighed, they found they were all Australian made. Now the old stone GPO still stands, displaying the craft of my father's hands. I gaze with pride and my heart responds when I see those fittings shaped in bronze. It's my father's work, to the world displayed, and every ounce was Australian made. Through depression and war, he remained unbowed. He was kind, but he was fierce and proud. Cant and privilege he despised. He was not a man to be patronised. He was not religious. He never prayed. His ethics were all Australian made. His speech had the twang of the gum tree vow. He watched TV with a brooding scowl. When the name of a town was mispronounced, he expressed disdain. Like a lion, he pounced. His indignation was so keen, he threw his shoe at the TV screen. If we beat the Poms in a cricket test. Yay. If we beat the Poms in a cricket test. Yay. I'm still not happy. I know cricket's a bit on the nose at the moment, but I remember the days, if we beat the Poms in a cricket test, joy would reign and our home was blessed. But if we lost, at the wall he'd stare. We all felt touched by his dark despair. In his youth he had wielded the willow blade, and the runs he scored were Australian made. Now the only time my father cried was the night when old Ben Chifley died. When they buried Ben and the Dead March played, my father's grief was Australian made. Now my father's dead, as are his mates, with their hopes and fears, with their loves and hates. Different values now prevail. What was sacrosanct now is up for sale. For the global market requires free trade. Not me, mate. I'm Australian, mate.